All right, welcome back, everyone, to our second match of the day between the Reds and the Blues in this SAC Attack VIP matches on this fantastic Friday night, where it is, for me, currently raining like the dickens. So if you hear rain outside my window, I do apologize, as this mic of mine seems to pick up, well, basically everything. But what are the VIP matches, you ask? Well, basically, you have to designate a ship on your side that is the VIP ship, and you either, if you're on it, you gotta kill the other team, or if you're against it, you gotta kill that one ship. The other two ships don't matter that much for winning the match. So let's get a quick rundown of the ships that we have in our second matchup today. It will be the VIP Vertical Taco with Sinria captaining, with a Hades and a Banshee up front. Interesting combination, with a flamethrower and a mine launcher on the side. On the USS Spork, captain by Richard Lamoon, we've got flamethrower Carronade up front with a flamethrower and a mine launcher on the side. And on the Junker, once again captained by Poser Disposer, did quite well actually last game. We have Gatling Mortar one side with a Gatling up front and a let's see, that's Carronade and Light Flak on the other side. Once again, an interesting combination. On the VIP center break, the Maximus flying on a Mobula, kind of a risky ship to take. It's got a Merc up front, up top, with a Banshee Artemis on one wing and a Banshee Artemis on the other wing as well. On the RAS Thrones, we've once again got some Watchas with a Gatling and a flamethrower on the sides. And lastly, on the Premium Salami, we've got Lazy Pandas flying a Spire with another Watcha. Also got a Artemis up top with a mine launcher, as well as a side Gatling gun down over there, facing forward. And so, guys, we begin the Circle of Life on this map, where the two teams will most likely circle each other for a little while here. Or maybe they'll just kind of sit on their own end. Not quite sure. Now, red team is actually fairly split up. I mean, if you take a look at the map by itself, blue team pretty much sitting all on top of each other. Red team kind of spaced out. Vertical Taco is actually rather far from his allies. Now, Hades Banshee combination is a little bit interesting. Mostly because Hades is fairly long range, and while the Banshee can be long range weapon, it gets more and more accurate, or inaccurate the further out you try to shoot it. So I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out. Now, I know a lot of people have been liking those Banshees, and it does do quite a lot of damage, but I'm not sure if that's a real killing gun. I like that as a support gun. You know, that's like your extra damage gun. That's not your main damage gun. I think that's the best way to put it. Also, the other side that I found kind of weird was this Carronade Light Flak side, which is a little bit counterintuitive, as the Carronade, very close range, all things considered. You know, you can put heavy clip on there, making it a little bit longer, but then you're kind of gimping the amount of damage it can be putting out, because you're going to be wanting to shoot that as quick as you can. And if you put in heavy, you reduce the clip size, and if you do that, you remove the possible damage. But if you're not using that to strip armor, then the light flak is kind of pointless, because light flaks basically do nothing against guns that still have armor up. So it's a little bit of a weird combination there. But once again, they did do quite well the first game, and I have a feeling they're mostly going to be wanting to be on this Gatling Mortar side, which is an absolute killer of a combination of weapons. It's also got, of course, the Gatling up front, so maybe they can do some fancy maneuvering where they're using the Gatling up front as well as the light flak on the side at the same time. Not sure how well that could be pulled off, but it can't happen. So, yep, here we go. This is what I was thinking was going to go on. Red team sitting on their side over here. Blue team circling around. This kind of happens pretty much, I want to say, every single match that we have on this game. On this map, I should say. The two teams will take a while to find each other, but then they'll collide, and then we will have pretty much nothing but action for the remainder time, as even if a ship dies, generally they end up running back in. So unless you're able to get like at least 2, maybe even all 3 ships down at the same time, or very close to each other, which doesn't happen that often, if that doesn't occur, the ship that's respawning will always try to get back in time to assist his teammates. And sometimes that works out for the best. Sometimes it does not. Of course, it also depends on where these two teams will end up colliding on the map, how close they are to the spawns that they have available to them. Now, I will say that blue team kind of has some fragile ships going on here. I mean, they've got a Spire, not the strongest of ships. It's got a lot of firepower that goes out. I mean, it's got 1, of course, the main heavy gun. 2, which is the Artemis right here, can even pace forward. 3, the mine launcher. Now that's not going to be probably used all that much. It might be used a little bit if they're detecting that somebody's trying to charge them, which is quite a common tactic to try to take a Spire down. And of course, the Gatling gun can face a little bit more forward as well. So it's got basically 4 front-facing guns. And if you can have 4 guns shooting on the same target at the same time, you're doing good. You're doing good. Now the Cinderblick, as I was saying before, Mobula, basically one of the top 3 weakest ships. I mean, Squids, Spires, and Mobulas are essentially the weakest ships. They do tend to go down the fastest. It's also compounded by the fact that it is hard to keep an engineer, to keep a Mobula repaired. Of course, unlike a lot of other ships, let's say, for example, here the Goldfish, you've got your hull armor. They're right down over there in that middle area, if you can kind of see it, or basically right in front of the camera right now. You got your hull there, and then you've got your balloon mechanism back over here. Quickly, you can run between those two. Jump off, do some parkouring besides on a Goldfish as well. You can get down to these engines fairly quickly. Really the only thing inaccessible, a little bit hard to get to on a Goldfish, is the engine here in the back. But Mobulas, you've got 2 corridors, one right here that has the balloon, and the other one right here that has the hull. The time it takes to get between these two, yeah, about 3 years. I've timed it, and it'll take about 3 years for you to repair the hull, run out here, climb up the ladder, run across, get down over into this other alcove, run over, and repair the balloon. If you're doing that alone, it's about 3 years to run from the other. So the 2 engineers that will end up being on usually the bottom guns here, but sometimes they'll use the top ones as well. The point is that these 2 engineers will have to be in their own little cubby, taking care of their own little stuff. So, of course, you've got the engines that they can get to as well. So the engineers really have their own sections that they're going to be worrying about. And then every now and then they actually have to run up and hit the main engine, which is in the back here. But oftentimes you'll actually have the gunner on your ship try to do the same thing as well. Now, it is, again, once again, a very powerful ship. It can have up to 5 guns firing forward at the same time. So it packs a lot of punch. But between the engineering issues and the fact that it just doesn't have a whole lot of hull health and armor, Mobulas can go down pretty quickly. I mean, you've got, I believe, a pyro on the other side. Yeah, you got 2 pyros on the other side. And the thing that Pyramidians like to do with this giant nose in the front is just ram right at things. And if they get a nice ram off on a Mobula or a Spire, they can absolutely destroy that ship. So we are going to get into our first little action here as the Spork and the Vertical Taco have found the RAS Premium Salami and are trying to take that Spire down as soon as possible. Even though it's not really the top priority ship, you do still want to kill off as much as you can. In the meantime, the RAS Thrones has actually come around the side and is getting some nice beat on the Vertical Taco. The Spork has actually gotten completely disabled here by the Premium Salami. All of its weapons are out. It is getting some of it back up and having a full-on flame fest here on Premium Salami. Has already done a fair amount of damage to it, but the Spork is actually getting hit by everything here. Will the Spork or the Premium Salami actually win this out? Doesn't actually matter all that much. Those 2 ships don't really count. The VIP Cinderbrick and the VIP Vertical Taco are going at it here, and this is what I was saying. The firepower between that Junker and the Vertical Taco just doing fantastic. As I'm not actually sure who got that kill over there, but the VIP on the blue team does die. RAS Thrones trying to get revenge here, trying to take down the Vertical Taco. Does get that armor down, but has to reload that Hwacha in the front wheel, which should let the Taco repair. There you go. And in the meantime, the Junker is going to get into the side here. RAS Thrones using that Gatling, trying to get the armor down, and he does. Will he kill off the Vertical Taco right here? Come on, Hwacha shot. Where are you? What took you so long with the... Oh, my God. I don't know what took him so long to pull the trigger on that Hwacha up front. They could have gotten the kill right there, but we're not able to pull the trigger fast enough before the Vertical Taco got back up. But the Cinderblick is actually respawned right back in here, and they just take the Vertical Taco out right there. And that will tie up 1-1. And it looks like Blue Team will actually take kind of a lead here as they do get part 1 of their sweep. I think the Junker actually got the kill on the Cinder Block in the previous one. And the Thrones actually gets the kill there on the Junker instead of the VIP Cinderblick. And this is, guys, this is basically one of the biggest things you have to start coordinating on. If you're going to be taking part in these VIP matches, start coordinating your kills. If your VIP ship needs a kill on the ship that you're currently fighting, stop shooting. Especially if you got a 2-on-1. Generally, the ship that you're fighting against gonna be just scrambling to fix itself. You can stop shooting and get your VIP another kill. Oh well. Regardless, here looks like Premium Salami is firing off into thin air for reasons unknown. So, as you saw in chat, somebody was complaining about camera spinning. One of the main causes of that is if you have joystick enabled. It can quite often... yep, there you go. Notices that his GameCube controller is still plugged in. So if you have a controller plugged in, it's not going to work out very well. So unplug your controller. Turn off the joystick option, and you will never have a problem with your camera spinning. There we go. Helping noobs one advice at a time. Although I think Xzab is not quite a noob, but that's okay. We're gonna call him a noob because he didn't know that, and everybody knows that. Ha! So there you go. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so the 2 teams have regained composure here, and there were kills quick enough there to where both teams were like, okay, let's back off. Let's respawn together. We'll get back at this. Spork, Junker, Vertical Taco coming through the middle here once more. Of course, blue team has gone across all the way onto the other side. Now, they are quite hurt here. As you can see, the RAS Thrones... maybe, what would you call this? 3/5? 3/5 of this health left? No, that's more than half. 2/5. 40%? That looks like about 40%. Maybe a third. Maybe 33%. You know what? I'd call that a third. That bar's got about a third left on it. Has taken about approximately 66% damage. And the Cinderbrick's doing okay, but the Premium Salami is pretty much... Now, I would say that's the 2/5. That is about that 40% right there. Yeah. That's not quite 33. I think that's about 40. So both of the chips fairly hurt. So if these two teams collide once again and the RAS Premium Salami and the RAS Thrones go down, Cinderblick can be in a lot of trouble as well. But I don't know if this Cinderblock's going to end that close. As we're discussing levels. So at one point in the game, the max level was 15. And it was all through achievements, but they changed the system for that actually quite recently, and it does go up to 45 now, and it's XP based, so basically as you play, you will get experience, which means it makes it a lot easier to level, because some of those achievements to get to levels was really, really annoying. Oh, man. I would tell you guys, there was nothing like having to play unoptimally, like, take a chem spray and spray 50 engines as a gunner to advance yourself in levels. What? Why would I ever do that? I don't think that was an actual achievement, but there was a lot of stuff that was close to that, and it's just like, you want me to specifically gimp myself so I could gain my achievement so that I can gain my level? That doesn't even... Why would you ever do that? Which is why I think I got to level 10 or 11 in engineering. Out of 15 possible. And that was just straight through playing. I mean, I basically did an achievement hunt at all. Goes to show you how much I played the game previous to me jumping into casting, although I have done so post casting as well. So this is me flexing my my veritable Goyo muscles, my Goyo knowledge. One of the few casters who actually has played on competitive teams on a semi-regular basis. So neener to all you other casters who basically just sit around talking about stuff. I've actually played it. I have lived it. I know the trials and the tribulations on being on a ship in the middle of a combat, in the middle of a tournament, where everybody's yelling and telling you to do things because things are falling apart. It's very stressful. It's very stressful indeed. It's actually even stressful in moments like this when the two teams are quite far apart. Because it's really tense. You know, you're just like, oh my god, when are they going to appear? When are those merc shots from Cinderbrick going to start coming in? And when am I going to have to start running through that hall crazy because 2 shots from that gun is going to destroy my armor? I don't know. Oh my god! Oh my god! Here they are! Oh god, start firing and start repairing! Oh my Jesus, everything's going horrible! That's basically how my train of thought went every single time that was in the game. Alright, so Cinderblick and Premium Salami has found the USS Spork as the Cinderblick is now shooting off at that Pyra, who's basically, was doing great until he rushed in a little bit too far. He probably should have turned around, but does get a nice ram on the Cinderblick and is also flaming him up quite nice. But the Spork is not long for this world as the dual combined fire between the Cinderblick and the Vertical Taco take him down, and the Premium Salami, however, is the one that gets the kill. Not the Cinderblick. Cinderblick? Cinderbrick. Cinderbrick. R and K. Not L. Alright. RAS Salami. Wow. Apparently I just cannot say names today. RAS Premium Salami running on fourth here. He's got the Junker in his sights with the Cinderbrick now sitting far behind. Of course, that's pretty much the point of that ship. You'd never want to get that close to your enemies. This Junker, however, is doing, once again, a fantastic job of staying alive. The Spork is now running on in here. Looks like he wants to collide with the Cinderbrick again. Will the Cinderbrick be able to avoid this charge, or will they just absolutely annihilate the Spork, and the Salami gets the kill once again? So not the Cinderbrick, unfortunately, but my God, that was just a brutal approach there by the Spork, just getting taken out immediately. Cinderbrick now circling around that Salami. The Vertical Taco is sitting far, far away. Not even getting close to engaging on here. I think they're just waiting for the Junker to die, and it does, but the Spork has actually respawned right into this fight. The Vertical Taco is sitting rather far away still. It's got Banshee and Hades here, so it's not going to be able to shoot at that long of a distance. And if the USS Spork and Junker continue to spawn in here, I'm not entirely sure I know what the red team's objective is here. I mean, maybe they're just going to try to throw themselves at their Cinderbrick and try to kill him repeatedly, but so far it's not working. I mean, the Salami has killed the Spork the third time here now. Looks like Junker has respawned closer to his ally. We'll see where the Spork goes. Now, you do get penalized if you cap a point or flag, so hopefully, there you go, Junker won't do that. And Spork has actually spawned right back in here once again. So I'm not quite sure what sort of communication is going on between the red teams here, but it doesn't seem very good at all. There is only 9 minutes left, and blue team is definitely winning here. Spork running in once again. Gonna get a ram off on the Cinderbrick. Does a decent amount of damage to the hull armor, but then they will just proceed to die, because they have 3 ships shooting at them. They do got a nice amount of flames off on the Cinderbrick, and they're actually doing a decent amount of damage, and it's still alive there. Does go down, does do a minimal amount of damage. And it looks like VIP Vertical Taco has found a Cinderbrick here. Is gonna start shooting those Hades off, so might just be able to continue on a little bit of pressure here. Finally by the Vertical Taco, who has come forth with the Junker as well. But now the RES Thrones, Premium Salami, and a Cinderbrick all converging on the Vertical Taco, and we've seen what's happened with Spork the few times that this has been tried. But the Junker getting that double gat onto the Cinderbrick, and the Cinderbrick is actually taking a ton of damage here as the Vertical Taco is getting those side shots in. USS Spork, where is that crazy ramming that you've been doing? The Vertical Taco armor is down, but the Spork, actually hits off the pillar here and takes a lot of damage and a lot of momentum. That's the word I was looking for. Taking off. Premium Salami shooting at the back of the Spork, disabling engines. That's a great job. Pirates take a metric. I don't know why I said metric. I think I was going to say a metric ton of time, but that just doesn't make any sense. A long, long time to turn around, and if they have no engines, it's going to take even longer. And Cinderbrick might just go down to the Junker right here, and they do. Wow, that Gatling fire just continually chipping away at the Cinderbrick will take him down. So great job by the Junker here. This level 1 pilot crew. Let's see, it's got a level 1 pilot, a level 3 gunner, and a level 6 and a level 23. So, fairly newbie looking ship there. In the meantime, Salami takes out the Spork once more. But that Junker has just been quietly doing a lot of work so far in these first two matches. So red team is winning in general. They have gotten 2 kills on the enemy VIP ship, which is what really matters. The Junker, in the meantime, has killed the Salami, which doesn't really matter. Cinderbrick is gonna sit far, far away here, shooting off its guns, shooting off some of that Mercury, shooting off some of that Artemis that you can hear screaming through the night sky. Arya Thrones getting a decent amount of flames onto the Junker, finally acknowledging that it might actually be of some cause for concern here, as that Junker has actually been really steady so far, and it will take him out. Who will get the kill? Will the Cinderbrick get the kill? Yes, he does. So who? I don't know. I think it might just be the Spork that the Cinderbrick needs. Will the blue team actually be able to sweep this? Maybe Vertical Taco is actually coming as well. And it looks like red VIP ship has got nothing so far. Oh, Spork and a Cinderbrick actually collide here. Can the Spork finally take out the Cinderbrick here? Blue sweep is at 2 out of 3. I think they just need the Spork because it's the premium Salami killing that Pyro over and over again, but the Spork is having none of it. They're actually slapping the Cinderbrick down into the ground. Might just get Goomba Stomp right there. Yes, into the water they go, and it will get taken out right there, and the Vertical Taco picks up that kill, so that's a fantastic job, as not only does red team kill the blue VIP ship for the 3rd time, but they also get their first sweep kill. Oh, no, that's the Spork. Never mind. Actually, I thought the Vertical Taco did get that kill. Well, Salami takes out the Taco there, so we're back to a 3-3 tie in VIP kills. But the red team, I believe it was Vertical Taco that took out the blue VIP ship. So they do get 1 up on that. But yeah, I mean, as we see, after a lot of circling around at the start, these two teams have just come together, especially spurred on by the fact that there are only 5 minutes left in this match. Whoever kills the other VIP ship first will win this game. Now, VIP Vertical Taco has respawned here. Where is the blue VIP ship? Where is it going to spawn? Still hasn't spawned. Very curious. You know, I wonder if this is a tactic here. So theoretically, if they don't spawn, time runs out and blue team wins because they have the higher sweep number. Although I know Regato, and he wouldn't take advantage of that. So it looks like there is some sort of glitching going on. So unfortunately... Oh, wait. There we go. Blue ship has spawned. Alright, is Regato? Yeah, okay. Blue ship has spawned. Alright, so blue ship has spawned. Force spawn, it looks like. So it is still a 3-3 tie here, as these ships, actually, the VIP Vertical Taco is in all this. I don't know who the VIP Vertical Taco actually needs, but he might actually just get taken down, as the Salami does get the final kill here. That should be it. Blue team, I think, wins this. I did not even realize that the Tacos in this fight the entire time. I thought it was just a Spork and the Junker. And that should be it. That should be the 4th kill. Yep, there we go. So a little bit of an unfortunate end there. The Cinderbrick could not respawn for a little while, but Taco in the meantime does go down to the rest of the blue ships, giving blue team the win, and that will take care of game number 2. with a little bit of hiccup there, but that's all right. These things sometimes do happen. You do get force respawn after a while, and we will have to move on to our next match. So a little bit of a weird ending there, but very well fought by both teams, regardless. As that was quite a close win. Just gonna wait for red team to surrender here. Maybe get taken down one last time. Nope, they will not. So that will be a win for the blue team in this case, who take care of business, taking down the opposing VIP ship 4 times. Congratulations to them. And so that will be the end of game number 2. As I will take a short break here while we get game number 3 set up, guys. So do stay tuned. This is the Friday Night VIP SAC Attack VIP matches. We'll be back in just a little bit.